These blonde wigs and the blonde hair and all the stuff, you see that people are dyeing their hair. People don't know that what happened is that particular thing was started by the white boys in the early 90s and the late 80s. What happened is they got these brand new models, most of these models, and you know the models, you know how it is. They got these black models and they told them, well, in order for you to model and keep in the modeling business, we want to see you with a certain amount of blonde wigs. So, you know, Naomi Campbell and all those started wearing a lot of the blonde wigs to start taking these pictures. So when the black woman started reading these fashion magazines, she was registered in her mind that this is the end.
Let's talk about the blonde hair theory. And as someone who is dark skinned, not necessarily dark skinned, but in the middle between dark skin and brown skin, who is black, let's talk about the blonde hair theory and how it really works for us dark skinned babes. Let's go.
Black women who got blonde hair need to be studied. I ain't never seen a black woman with blonde hair who can't dress. It might not be your style, it might not be your but when I say they have style, whether it's yours or not, they always do. I ain't met a black woman yet who got blonde hair who is just not that girl. Like, I don't know what it is, but they are some of the most protective people you will ever meet.
I'm scared because I finally understand what the white girls are talking about. I cannot believe it. The blonde hair, brown hair, that's actually real. There is something about that. And I didn't want to play into it, but I fear black women, this now applies to us. There is such a difference in how you're treated and how you're looked at when you have blonde hair, blonde braids compared to black. I'm telling you right now, there's something that certain kinds of people like. It really just changes your aura. And I'm still in the darker hair mindset. So I, one, hate the look. I don't like blonde. I can't understand what people are seeing and finding good about it. And two, people act differently. This man might see this, I don't care. But I was in Target the other day and I was just walking and I was like, oh shit, I literally want to get my hair darker. I don't like it. I hate this color. So I went to Target, I wanted to get some type of dye to make it darker. And then I was walking and I see this guy and he's like, wait, I just have to stop you. There's the whole Riz shit, whatever. And he's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm gonna go get my hair darkened. I don't like the blonde, I want to be brunette again. And he's like, you know, I only came up to you because your hair was blonde, right? And I was like, what? I was like, okay. One, what the fuck, bro? But also, I just didn't think it was something that was so salient. But people actually give a fuck about your hair color. Blonde or brown, girls are always gonna know you're a baddie. They know. But there's something about blonde that really attracts the male gaze.
I've been every hair color, and I want to talk about the blonde theory. When I was brunette, guys would call me cute. I made friends super easy. Even strangers would come up to me and ask me things. Ever since I've been blonde, girls hate you more. Guys sexualize you. Kind of hard to make friends unless you start the conversation oh, she's actually nice. People use that term, oh, I thought you would be mean. And being blonde becomes your identity.
Because it falls in line with the hair theory and how people view you and how people see you. And yes, to also falls in line with Western beauty, European features and European beauty. But just besides that, brown and black people have naturally blonde hair. That is a proven fact. But sometimes in the upper echelon, I guess you would see successful black people who have blonde hair and stuff, who are dieted to different honey blondes. But the reason why it works for us so well, because it matches our skin tones and our complexion. Because just like when it comes to knowing your body when it comes to clothing and knowing your shade when it comes to makeup, it's knowing your shade when it works for your hair, especially when you're going to dye it and not wash yourself out, especially if you're going to wear that piece of jewelry. If it's gold or silver or turquoise or it's like a window stone piece of jewelry, it's not going to wash you out and make you kind of look like a ghostly effect or otherworldly. Even though that's some people's type of style and stuff, for me personally, that's not mine. I'm more of a neutral, a monotone type of blonde color. Because as you see here, how I have honey blonde hair right now. I'm about to have to re-dye it. But just by looking at it, you see how it fits my skin complexion. And it enriches my skin complexion and blends in nicely. And it's all about that blend that you have to have when it comes to your hair and the blonde hair theory. And speaking from a personal color standpoint, you already know how with white women, white men, the symbolisms of blonde hair and the blue eyes and stuff, but we're not gonna be talking about that here. We're just gonna be talking about the theory of the hair and especially face framing hair and how certain hairstyles, buzz cuts, braids, locks, or whatever works for an individual. And I just realized that when I was using extensions for my hairstyles, my artistic ways, I realized blonde works for me, but I wasn't sure what shade or color until I got a little bit more older and wiser. in the hair theory, I realized, oh, this is my shade. And this is also from like a personal standpoint, from what I'm seeing from.
The way blonde hair on a black woman will really bother me. Not on a day-to-day basis, but on a famous woman is just like, please don't do that. Because the symbology, like, we know what it means.
Y'all, I'm just gonna come out and say it. The ignorance of this video is absolutely astounding, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, first of all, you say you don't like black people wearing blonde hair because of symbology. What? This sounds extremely uneducated because there's more to the world than just what's around you in proximity. The world is huge, right? Right. For example, the Melanesian people from the Solomon Islands naturally have blonde hair, and they're black, and they have naturally blonde hair. And this isn't dyed, this isn't artificial, it's naturally grown from their head. Correct. Let anyone wear whatever color hair they want to wear. Like, I don't understand why black people are not allowed to wear blonde hair.
There's a person who sacrificed another student. Really? Who? Who took them out? And I know it was a very short video, my beautiful angels, but I just wanted to talk about the blonde hair theory, brown and dark skin. I hope you guys stay safe. Praise Yahuwah. And Yeshua, and I love you guys, and let's talk soon.